Hi, and welcome to A Punk with Toys. My name is Lawrence. Today we're going to take a look at Hasbro's G.I. Joe Classified Blue Ninjas. This is an Amazon exclusive, and this is a 2-pack. And this is the first of the plastic-free packaging. So not only will I be reviewing the figures, not only will I be comparing them to Akiko and the Red Ninja, we're going to take a look and see how their actual plastic-free packaging looks and if it seems like it's going to hold up. So before we get started on this, if you could just take a second, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit that bell notification so you're notified when another classified video comes out, because you guys all know the figures, there's a lot coming out. So you want to be notified when there's a new review coming out. So anyway, we'll take a look at the packaging. I think the artwork on this looks absolutely amazing. I really do. I did mention it in the last video. I'm going to miss the plastic opening because I think the number 50, Crimson Guard, looks awesome. And I do feel bad for the inbox collectors, but that's why you should open your figures. So, the art on the side is the same as the front. You have what the figures look like here. And on the back, you have two figures. So they've taken away that wonderful artwork of all the different characters. The one thing I want to say that I absolutely do like is that it tells you how tall each figure is. Because what's really cool about Classified is that their figures are different sizes, they're different heights. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Unlike, let's say, like Valiverse, every single figure is the exact same height because they use the same buck. But anyway, this is number 51. It came from Amazon, just in this mailer. And if you look here, you can see that it's bent. And sure enough, it bent right here. So not that big of a deal. I will leave a link to this product, the Amazon link, in the description. So if you want to get it because you haven't gotten it, just, order it. So anyway, enough looking at me. Let's take a look at this, because that's what you guys really came here for. All right, so here we have it. You can see that has a nice sheen. The artwork looks absolutely awesome. It has a nice, again, it has a nice sheen. You can see that it's glossy. This is number 51. Obviously, both figures are 51. And here's what I do like is that you get to see what comes with the figure. Now, I can tell you right now, other than the masks, this is all reuse. This all came with the Red Ninja and Snake Eyes 00. This came with, both of these I believe, came with the Arctic Storm Shadow. Same with the backpack. The masks are different. This is Akiko with a different head and feet, and that is the Red Ninja. So, right here, top, just slice that open, and let's take a look at this. I've seen a few videos, and it looks like they've done a nice job with how it looks, but let's make sure everything looks good. All right, so first things first, the weapons pack that Lenny had talked about to make it look like a crate. It has a little bit of tape on it, so maybe if we peel it nice and slow, it will come off. Okay, so I was able to peel it off. This tells you it is the Blue Ninjas, number 51. It is nice. Kind of looks like a weapons crate. I'll probably use it just like I used the Valiverse weapons crates. Although it looks kind of huge, but hey, no big deal. Oops. Here are the two figures. I do like that they put the Cobra logo, so they're putting some effort into it. It seems more than what I've seen from the Spider-Man and what Hasbro Legends are doing. So maybe someone will find or get a clue, and we'll just snip everything right out of here. So hopefully, without the plastic, these things actually do stay in good shape. Oh, and once again, while I'm doing this here, take a second, like the video, subscribe, hit that bell notification. This is not the easiest thing, okay? not the easiest to get off while you're trying to do it on camera. Now we'll get the red ninja, or the blue ninja, I guess. Just clip him right off. And I don't think I'll be doing this with every plastic-free packaging, but... So I do like the fact that they did do a Cobra logo. It gives it some sort of a depth to it. That it's just not, hey, here's a, here's just a box with your figures. And then here is our blue ninja. And you can tell right off the bat here, as I move him around, everything is the same as the red ninja. Just obviously different paint apps. So we can know he's going to be able to hold the exact same stuff. Now obviously no backpack. We'll find out once we open up here. And then quickly, we'll stand. I'm not going to stand my Akiko because she has a bad foot. Actually, I'll put a link to this. She's on sale on Amazon for like $6.50. Say what you want about the movie. The figures are actually pretty good figures. So, the female blue ninja is Akiko with a different head sculpt and different boots, which is a good thing because high heels just don't work. So, we'll put her to the side, and we'll look at that in a minute. Let's open up the weapons and see what's here. So, I would say that anyone that's had any of the O-ring figures that they've released kind of has an idea of how we're going to see this package. So, here we have a nice bag. It has the Cobra and G.I. Joe logo on it. Again, they have taken something away that people didn't want, but they really have put some effort into giving you a good experience. And, well, I'm not going to lie, I do like the fact that they have taken this cardboard to make sure everything stays straight. Now, does it actually stay straight? I guess we're going to find out in a second. So, that looks good. It's not bent, because it is a softer plastic, and as I mentioned here, I'll grab it really quick. Unfortunately, I have a bent one for my Crimson Guard. Alright, so let's see what we have in this one. And there's the sword, so it is kept straight. I do like that. Not that we had any issues with this before, so that's nice. I like that idea. I mean, again, they're at least putting some effort into what they took away from us. And here's the second pack. And in this, the backpack that I had talked about, that will hold the majority of the weapons. The different swords. And the bow. Along with the size. The axes, hatchets, not really sure how many of these. Again, this is all stuff that came with the Red Ninja and also came with Snake Eyes 00. So, it's just gonna take your blade and just kind of cut right through there. Not a big fan of the tape. And anyone who watched my videos knows that I have kind of praised the Masters of the Universe for getting rid of the tape in the packaging. But this, I guess, is a little bit easier to get out. So, there we go. Everything looks good. I like, again, it's nice that they made sure that these things are going to stay nice and straight. Because, I'll tell you what, the plastic packaging didn't completely do it. Alright, so again, this is the backpack that comes with the Arctic Storm Shadow. I didn't bring that up, probably should have, but... And it's actually made so you can either plug this into the back or plug it into the quiver. And the sword sheath's perfectly fine. It is nice and straight. Nice paint apps. Don't see any issues with it at all. So I think that looks good. They even made the arrows black. The sheath here seems to be a little bit of a darker blue, I believe. So they definitely make it look a little different. Again, they painted the black here, but the arrows here are still not painted. They're just painted the same as the plastic. There's another sword. Handle is painted nicely. So that's something that is not done on the other figures. The earlier line with the Red Ninja and the Snake Eyes, I don't believe his were painted either. So there you have handles painted. So size is all one color. Same with the axe. Here we have a grappling hook. Why I'm unraveling it, I don't know. We know what a grappling hook does. We know how it works. Then you have the bow, which has a black handle, and it has a blue color, so it's the same color as the Blue Ninja. So here's what everyone was definitely excited about, and that is the different heads. So I don't remember what they were called, and I'm not even going to try and make it up and act like I do. But these, I think, are what people are going to be buying it for. And then you have the red one, which probably will look good on the Red Ninja itself. So, let's take a look at the articulation. T-pose. Because this is reuse, they are not using pinless joints. Again, not really, you can't really tell that much. When it's all the same color and the same mold, it's not that big of a deal, in my personal opinion. Yes, pinless is nicer, but... So you have your bicep swivel, wrist swivel. Again, no issues here. His head moves up and down. He's got the ab crunch. He has a Jean-Claude Van Damme. That is for sure. That thing. So as I mentioned before in the other videos, if you really want to get the legs to drop down, do the Jean-Claude Van Damme and then lower it rather than trying to pull it and then just push it right back up. Thigh swivel. Double knees. Ankle rockers. I feel like I kind of got to be gentle with that because it doesn't seems a little weak. But a lot of times, now see, this one moves real nice. The other leg, not so much. And then we will look at the female Blue Ninja. So here she is. Does not have double pins. So she gets a 90-degree. Wrist swivels. Easy T-pose. No issues there. Big gawky pants. That's supposed to be baggy. Knees look really weird. Because I know my knee does not bend like that. That's actually kind of creepy. But they do bend. Easily hit their butts. Again, I don't... it's kind of creepy even looking at it. Thigh swivel. The Jean-Claude Van Damme. drop down hips. You drop down pretty good on the female. You have your ankle swivel and then your ankle pivot. So a thigh swivel, not thigh, whatever. Shin swivel. That's it. I got it right. Boot cut. There we go. So they both have it. So clearly there is this foot here is better than what Akiko has. There's no doubt about that. Because these heels are stupid. They don't look good. And I never fixed this one or even tried. You can see that it's bent. But it kind of keeps her from standing. So we'll go quickly take a look at it. There's not much to this figure. It's all blue and white with a black headband. So it's hard to kind of see, but there are definitely different shades of blue throughout it. She's very soft. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing, but I don't feel like she's going to break. She has a belt that goes directly across. I don't really see any issues with the paint there. The dark boots, they should have gave us a pair of black boots so I could throw them on Akiko so she could stand. Pop her head off, and she's got a small little ball joint right there. So their eyes are just whited out, but it looks nice. They kind of remind me more of the hand ninjas. So if we take this one and pop it right on her, her ears are a little pointy and they kind of hurt. I know this is dragging on. Apologize, guys. So I do like the mask. I think it looks pretty sweet on her. Now, pop it off Akiko. It actually doesn't look bad. I mean, even though it has, you know, the blue scalp on the back, it doesn't look all that bad. I could see keeping it like this and having a blue ninja if you want to get rid of Akiko. So, tell you what, guys, Amazon, I will post a link to it in the description. She's like $6.50 right now. So let's take a look at our our blue ninja. He has way more. I mean, he looks way better. So here, they put a little Cobra symbol. It's hard to see. So the Cobra symbol one is mask. Also down here, which he does not have one on the red ninja. You can still see the throwing stars. He has black, dark blue, a lighter blue, and white. So he has a few more paint apps than she does. Here's a dressing that hangs down. Place for the swords. But what you guys really want to see is popping the head off. And finding the red face. We can pop this on. So you look at that. I think it looks really cool. That looks really nice. The eyes are just this yellow that just pop out. These teeth, I mean, I gotta say, the paint looks really nice on it. I mean, here I am looking over my phone at it, and the paint just looks really nice on it. I can't really complain at all. So here's how he looks with the alternate head. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop off this one. And the one thing that they did was the red that they used is close enough that it matches for a red ninja. And I absolutely love how this looks. Again, the blue you can kind of get away with. It's not that big of a deal because it's the back of it. So anyone that watched any of my other videos, and I'll post a video to the hand. Also, the one thing about this, and I should have just brought up the other Red Ninja that I have, is that even though the head is too big for this, wow, it's worked on the other one. It's been so long. The Hand Ninja looks the best on the Red Ninja. And I'll post a link to the video on that also. But that's how that looks. So my question was, I wonder how this head would look on. And this actually looks pretty sweet. I like the way this looks because, man, I'll tell you what, this head does not look right on the body. But this here, woohoo! I do like the way, that looks. All right, I think I've done enough swapping things here. Pop this back on. So what we can see, everything. All right. Throw this on the back here. And then you're going to fit. I apologize for the long-windedness of this video. The long sword goes there. Size. Does size go there? Oh no, these. Whatever they are. I'm not a ninja. They go in like that. Size go back here. And then you have the long sword, which goes right down there. So now we'll take, oops, that's the wrong one. Take her and throw her up there with quiver. Now I'm going to just say I don't like the way the quiver and the sword look together, but it is made so you can hold all the stuff together. And then she has her bow and arrow. Obviously, you can use that with whatever figure you want. Doesn't really matter too much. So, all right, it's long-winded. Let's wrap this up because you guys are going to be sitting here for a half hour listening to me. All right, so there you have it. That is my first experience with the plastic-free figure. I have to say, right off the bat, it's not bad. It seems to be better quality than what I've seen from the Marvel side, which is kind of odd. I mean, they're both coming out of Hasbro, but maybe it's the factory that one's doing quality control. It's hard to say. But everything that I've seen with the Spider-Man, because those I think are the only plastic-free ones that have come out, a lot of bad quality. We saw Star Wars too. A lot of issues with Star Wars. So first hand, not bad. Again, box looks really nice. I like this. I like the way this looks. It's an idea. It's huge though. I hope they're all not this big because it's going to take up a lot of real estate. It might end up just sitting in the box. There's too many of them. But this is a good idea. It does definitely keep the weapon straight. The figures, they look good. I actually like, again, I can't speak to this because, again, I think when you put the hand ninja mask on, I think he looks way better. Their pegs are a different size. Their head size are different, so they don't fit perfect. Hand Ninja head fits perfect on here. So, but what I'm trying to say is, I think the blue looks better than the red. I just don't. I really did not like this. This is probably my least favorite figure. I just don't like it. But as soon as I put that Hand Ninja head on him, I think it looks awesome. But in the blue, I just think it works much better. As for Akiko, as I mentioned, you can say what you want about the Snake Eyes movie. Oops, lost her head. Hold on. You can say what you want about the Snake Eyes movie. Wasn't the greatest movie. But the 5 figures are actually pretty good. Yeah, I'm struggling with her head. But they definitely were going to find a way to reuse it. But I'm glad, you know, they did a different head. They fixed the boots. That was a huge thing. Hasbro, throw me in some black boots so I can swap these out and put these boots on. But again, it is essentially the same figure. It's just repainted. But she looks really cool. An assortment of weapons. But again, if you have a Red Ninja, let alone multiple, and you have Snake Eyes 00, you're going to have all these weapons. So the question is, you know, a lot of people wondering, is the price worth it? And for all the accessories that you get, I mean, it's probably worth it. Then you ask yourself, but I already have all that stuff, so maybe it's not worth it for you. I don't know. I wasn't really planning on going down that road. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to ask once again, take a second, subscribe, like, hit the bell notification so you're notified every time. Again, this video has gone on kind of long, but again, I was comparing 2 figures to 2 other figures. I was showing the first of the plastic-free packaging, which I don't think I'll be doing again. Maybe with a single pack figure, just to see how they look. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. You know the drill. Instagram and Twitter, A Punk with Toys, right? The Facebook group page is Punks with Toys. Join it. Tell me what you think about these figures, because I want to hear it and see what else is going on in the group. So I'm just kind of moving slow. It's been a long day, so I'm gonna get out of here. Links to Amazon, these figures will be in the description, along with all the social medias and different things like that. So I'm gonna get out of here. Have a wonderful night and happy toy hunting.